Cristiano Ronaldo effect, or is Saudi just presenting actually better projects for the players? Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Football with Priscilla. I'm Priscilla, obviously. So hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Like, I was on Fabrizio Romano's Instagram page and I was looking at the news. I mean, we all know Fabrizio Romano gives us like all the news we need about football, right? So I'm there. So I'm scrolling through. I'm like, oh, the signings have been interesting this season. Then I see Kante. Then I see Ziyech. Then I see Firmino, and then I also see Mendy, and all of them have gone to Saudi Arabia. And I'm like, you know what? Not a lot of people are talking about this, but like, I know Garaga has talked about it, but like, Saudi Arabia is actually building a league, and like, not a lot of people are talking about it. Like, they're actually getting players that attract viewership. Will we be surprised in the next 10, maybe 15 years when Saudi Arabia, when we're like, oh my God, let's look at what's happening in Saudi Arabia? You know how we talk about the La Liga or the Bundesliga? I mean, it will not be surprising for me if we'll have that period in time and we'll say, let's tune into what's happening in the Saudi League. Like, that's going to be interesting. But before we get into the video for today, make sure you share, like, and subscribe. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe, and turn your notifications on to know when next I post a video. So we have Firmino going to Al High. I'm sorry if I mispronounce the names, my apologies, but like, yeah. We have Kane going to, we have Kante. Wow, Kane. We have Kante going to El High Tide, I think. We have Ziyech going to El Nazar, and we have Mendy go to Al Ahai. Wow. And then obviously we have the biggest name that went to the Saudi League in first, which is Cristiano Ronaldo, who's playing for El Nazar. Now, is it actually the Ronaldo effect? For me personally, for those of you who don't know, I'm one of the biggest Messi fans. Like, I love Messi. Like, Lionel Messi for me is the greatest player of all time. And I know a lot of people are like, but Priscilla, you're a Manchester United fan. How is it that you support Messi and not Ronaldo? Like, come on guys, you can't compare these two. Not that I want to bring a war on my channel, but let's, like, come on. Messi is just levels above Cristiano Ronaldo. But Cristiano Ronaldo is currently having the Cristiano Ronaldo effect because all of a sudden everyone wants to go and play in Saudi Arabia, right? Like, if you look about it, Kante can play at any team in Europe. Ziyech can play in any team in Europe. Mendy as well as Firmino. Okay, Firmino, yes. But isn't it funny? In the beginning, a lot of them back then would go to China. Then it switched, they started going to America. No, actually, it started with them going to America, a long time. Like, we used to laugh and say, finished players, like when players finish, they normally go to America. I'm not saying Messi is finished, but anyway. When players get old, most of them would go to America. And then it switched. Players started now going to China. And then now it switched. Players are now going to Saudi Arabia. So it's quite interesting. So I was thinking, I'm like, in the next 20, 15 years, actually be talking about the dominance of the Saudi League. Like, imagine how interesting it would be on a Saturday after watching the Premier League. You don't want to watch maybe the Liga and you don't want to watch the Bundesliga. You're like, let's tune into the Saudi League to see where El Nazar has reached. Because I'm sure, especially for most Ronaldo fans right now, they actually tune in to see at what number El Nazar is. But like, in the next 20 years, it is very possible, I feel like, that Saudi Arabia would have a league that people would want to watch. Now, I know Jamie Garaga has been against this and saying, oh, they're going for money, and just like, he's not been for the idea of players going to Saudi. But I'm like, I think, okay, this is my opinion, right, about this whole issue. I think for the longest period of time, we have been accustomed to football primarily being in Spain, Germany, and England. And like, for most of us who've grown, like the us 90s kids, right? We're used to the Premier League England, we're used to La Liga Spain, we're used to Bundesliga Germany. And then we have, like, the occasional League One because of Messi, and then most of the times the others who are used to Serie A. But I think it's time, like, other leagues try to also come in. Like, there is no problem in having other countries having, like, making leagues in themselves. I think it's wrong for us to go like, oh, why are they going to Saudi Arabia? Or why are they going to China? Or why are they even going to America? Because listen, football doesn't just revolve around Europe. There are other countries in the world that want to have leagues that are able to compete at the highest level. So if we start like just attacking other countries or other leagues and saying, oh no, why should players go there? Maybe because those other countries are bringing a different, like a better project than what the Premier League, what La Liga, what Serie A, and what the Bundesliga is bringing. And I don't see a problem with other leagues competing. It'll be interesting if we start now seeing in the Champions League group A, Manchester United, Inter Milan, PSG, El Nazar. Like that would just be amazing. It will be funny in the next 10, 15 years seeing Saudi competing like at the top level where we're like, oh my gosh, we want this player from Saudi Arabia to come to Manchester United, when now we are more accustomed to the Saudi league. But I think it's I don't, honestly, for me, I don't have a problem with other countries trying to boost their leagues. I mean, in Africa we also have leagues, right? We have there's the league in um what is this, SA, which a lot of people watch, Mamelodi Sundowns. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that well, but like, like people need to understand. People need to come out of this bubble where they think the Premier League is the holistic league. Like that's where all footballers should be. The leagues should be in Europe. Like there are other leagues in the world, and I don't think it's bad if those other leagues are trying to bring in players that can boost their league, because there's a world outside Europe, right? There's Africa, there's Asia, there's South and North America. So it's quite interesting. It really is. So yeah. And by the way, let's not forget there's a lot of money so involved. So we also tend to forget that footballers are actually human beings. So yeah, so I know this video is not really what like to everyone's taste, but I really just wanted to talk about it because it's quite interesting. How Saudi is actually pumping money in their league, and we are seeing how they're buying other and they're buying clubs, and it's quite interesting seeing the dynamic that's going on. So yeah, this is something that I will follow. I would love to follow as the years go by, God willing. Anyway, so yeah, so that's all I had for you guys. Comment down in the comment section if you find this video interesting. What do you think about the Saudi league? Like, do you think one day the Premier League might not be the best league in the world, and that another league will rise and dominate the league, like it will dominate all the other leagues, and we'll be like, oh my gosh, now this is the best one, and and we'll forget about the Premier League? Like, do you think that is ever possible, or that will ever happen? I don't know. So you guys comment in the comment section what you think about the Saudi league and how the players are moving there, and what you think the outcome will be. I know that's a lot to comment on, but whichever one you think about talking about, do put it in the comment section. So yeah, so that's all I had for you guys today. Thank you so much guys for watching. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe, and turn your notifications on to know when next I post a video. Bye.